Hey there, hi, welcome to the channel. I am Garrett, and in this video, we are talking about, we are ending all of these bathroom trends, bad bathroom decor. I'm gonna teach you what to do instead so that you can create a sumptuous space that you love, that's luxurious, and that you really wanna be in. So we've got a lot of ground to cover. We are going through decor, we are going through renovation trends, we are going to go through what to do instead, and we have got so much ground to cover, so let's get into the video. Now, the first area we're gonna start with is bathroom decor. I see bathroom decor that is just like all over the place. Nobody really knows what to do with the space because like, what do you do with a bathroom? Because it's an area we use. I talked about this in my kitchen decor mistakes video. I can't remember the title of that video actually. We have primary spaces and we have secondary spaces in our home. So a primary space is a space that we use on a daily basis, like a kitchen, like a bathroom. So these spaces have to function over just look good. And this is so important when it comes to decor for a bathroom because we really just don't want decor to get in the way of us using a space that's primary. So when it comes to a bathroom, this is something we have to keep in mind. We don't want to have decor all over the place. We don't want to have decor for the sake of decor. We want to have a space that fits with our home and feels right. So we want our decor to kind of continue in the same style, but we don't necessarily need to have a ton of stuff everywhere. We don't need to have stuff hanging all over the walls and all over shelves and on the countertop. We want spaces to be clean and simple and usable, but we still want them to feel like they are a part of our home. So we have talked about this a million and one times before. Signs don't have a place in your home. That's not an opinion, that's a fact. So we don't need to have a ton of signs in your bathroom all over the place. Like, I know that this was kind of like a kitschy little trend that was in. This is the one trend that I'm like, that's dead. That is not your personal style. We don't need to have signs. We know what we came to do in the bathroom. We don't need signs in there. I don't need stuff that says like bath time or scrub-a-dub-dub. Like, girl, I came into the bathroom for a reason. I know what I'm here for. It's not to hang out. It's not for you to remind me what's going on here. So no signs. We just don't want to have like decor for the sake of decor or like things that feel out of place or things that feel like they are bathroom themed, because we're going to talk about themes in a minute, but we don't want to have decor that is themed for a bathroom. Now, something else we don't want to have in a bathroom are like, I know that like mason jars were so in and like all of these hanging things are in and like we just kind of want to steer clear of all of that. It's just kind of clutter for the sake of having stuff there versus we can have one shelf that has maybe 2 or 3 things on it and that's going to be more than enough. So decor for a bathroom, I like for it to be usable. I like for it to make sense. You can do some really cool things. You could put an oil diffuser. You can put a little plant in a bathroom. You can do a number of things that actually add to a space and make sense in that space. Now, as far as I'm concerned, we kind of have 2 primary areas that we can decorate. We have a countertop, of course, but we also have this kind of area behind the toilet, like this big empty piece of wall there, where a lot of times we have a mirror over the vanity, and if the toilet is right next to the vanity, what do you put there? What do you do with that space? Because it's kind of just like a big empty blank piece of wall. And like, we don't necessarily love having a window there or something. That's an architectural feature that if your home has, you're gonna have to accommodate. But if you have that blank wall there are a number of things we can do. So for a powder room or a space that doesn't necessarily have a shower next to it or isn't a conveniently located space next to a shower, I like to do just some artwork that fits within the home that makes the sense with the house. You know, like we want it to be a continuation of the artwork you have in the rest of your space. So you can do small pieces, you can do layered pieces. I wouldn't necessarily go for a collage, as I think that can be a little bit busy in a tight space, but layered pieces is kind of just like 2 pieces that are maybe not the same size, maybe they're not the same style or in the same style frames, but they kind of work together and they make sense. Or, you know, if you have that vibe throughout the rest of your house, you can continue that in there. Maybe you do one large scale piece, something that ties in color schemes that are happening in a bathroom. So we want to have that be just kind of simple and minimal. Especially if it's in like a powder room. If you have a theme, you can go with something that matches that theme. Once again, we're going to talk about themes in a minute because I know that's like a contentious subject. But we want it to be simple, this space there. We don't need to have a ton of stuff happening. You could do maybe a shelf there that has, like I said, you could do a plant on a shelf. I'm not mad at a plant in a bathroom. I think that there are lots of plants you can do. It kind of adds a little bit of space or life to a space. You know, those are spaces that oftentimes don't have a lot of light. Sometimes they're just kind of tucked away into a corner, especially a powder room. So that kind of adds a little bit of life there. You might not be super successful with growing a plant in a bathroom that doesn't have a window because plants need light. So that's a space where it's good to go for a faux plant. If you're gonna go for a faux plant, make sure you really do your homework and your research and find one that looks very, very real. Oftentimes these fake plants are plastic. We don't wanna just be like looking at it one day and being like, wow, that looks really, really fake. Let's get rid of it. Because then we're just adding plastic to landfills, and that's not something we really ever want to do. So keep in mind that we want to go for high-end, high-quality pieces, not necessarily expensive, but high quality. You could do on a shelf something like a little plant there, you could do a little room spray, you could do a candle, you could do, like I said, an oil diffuser. There are lots of things you can put on a small shelf. You could do 2 or 3 shelves or something like that that maybe have some nice little decor, but we kind of don't want to put like family photos in a powder room. Like nobody wants to look at you while they're going to the bathroom. Like a little bit much. One of my top tips that's gonna elevate a space is to replace like a flat or plate mirror. You could do a custom frame for that mirror, but I like to have those removed and do just a mirror you could buy at any store. It doesn't have to be super expensive. That's gonna always elevate a space. But decor on a countertop is really what we need to talk about. You do not need to have a ton of stuff around. You don't need to have all sorts of stuff on this counter, especially in like a powder room or a secondary bathroom. This is kind of like, if guests are gonna go in there, maybe you do some like nice little toiletries for them on a tray, but keep your decor limited to this 1 or 2 little pieces that are gonna be out of the way and not as big inconvenient. Now, in a primary bathroom, it's a little bit of a different situation because this is a space we use more regularly, or even like a bathroom with a shower, a guest bathroom, a secondary bathroom. If it's used for actual showering and bathing, we wanna do a little bit different decor. So above a toilet, I really love to actually have these hotel style towel racks where, you know, it's kind of a shelf with towels and then there's a towel hanging down. I think that makes the space feel super luxurious, very hotel-like because we see them in hotels. Something like that is really going to elevate the space just from a usage perspective, and someone's gonna walk in there and be like, oh my goodness, wow, this is luxurious, it's beautiful, it's gorgeous. I like to have like fresh, crisp, white towels in a primary or even secondary bathroom just because I don't wanna have a lot of stuff going on, and I think a white towel is like really refined, it pulls things back, and you know, you can contrast that really beautifully with a frame on a picture. Maybe it's a wood frame, maybe it's a gold frame. You can do a lot with that. So I like to just have things be super simple and neutral. Especially in a bathroom I'm using, I do not like to have really a lot of decor. I don't like to have anything in the way because if I'm using it, if I'm washing my hands and I'm washing my face and I'm doing this and I'm doing that, I don't want to have a ton of stuff going on. I want things to be very functional for me. So I'm not going to do any decor in my bathroom whatsoever. Like in my primary bathroom, there's literally not an inch of decor. I just don't like to have a lot of decor in those spaces because it just kind of gets in the way of actually using them. But I think what you can do is you can find decor that is really beautiful and that looks really good, but is functional and that serves a purpose. So like, nobody's mad at like a really gorgeous jar that you keep cotton pads in. Nobody is mad at, you know, the most elegant and beautiful toothbrush holder. So you can do things like that that are gonna be decor, but really elevate your space at the same time. Something I like in every bathroom though, I think a plant is really great. You could do a orchid, you can do, I don't know, like an aloe vera plant. You can do something like that in a bathroom that is gonna elevate the space and add a little bit of life to it. And that's not something that's necessarily gonna be in the way. It's like one object. You could do like 1 or 2, or maybe you do like that one object and then you do like maybe 2 little objects in front of it, like 2 perfume bottles or something. Like, okay, great, you use the perfume, so the only thing that's not really used is the flower or plant, but that's like really adding to the space and elevating the experience of it, so I like that. But we want to keep decor in a bathroom to a minimum, and we want it to be useful. So maybe it's something that's gonna provide scent, maybe it's a candle, something like that really works well in a space like that. Now, I've talked about useful decor. Let's talk about themes. Themes in a bathroom can go downhill very quickly. I think we can all agree on this. I'm not the biggest fan of a theme in general, but you know, sometimes you just don't want to get sometimes you like a theme. Sometimes you just want your bathroom to be themed. And I think that that's okay. I think we can do that and we can really elevate a theme and we can do it really well. So let's talk about, we're gonna talk about kids' bathrooms really quick because this is a great place for a theme, and then we're gonna move on. You can definitely always elevate a theme. So if your child likes a cartoon or something like that, and you can take photos or things that remind them of that. Like, I don't know about cartoons, girl, I don't have kids, okay? But you know, you can like take a cartoon theme and then bring it into the real world, and that can be the kind of decor theme that you go for. That's a way to elevate a kid's space a little bit, but kids' spaces I think can be really fun. I think you can go for a theme because you just want your kids to be happy, and there's no point in trying to like make a space more mature for like a 2-year-old. Like, she's 2. Like, let her have her theme. Let her have like some princess stuff going on, whatever. Anyway, let's talk about adult bathrooms and themes that go along with those. So, themes can just be really bad really quick, and there's always a way to elevate a theme, especially if you enjoy something. Like, you could do a theme like the Beverly Hills Hotel. Everybody loves the Beverly Hills Hotel themed bathroom, super popular, people really love them. That's a great theme to have. Themes that are based on places you've been, iconic hotels or properties, or things that have happened are really great. You can always do a really cool wallpaper in a bathroom. There's lots of things that you can do in a small bathroom that work really, really well. A primary bathroom though, we kind of want to keep themeless. We kind of want it just to be flowing with the rest of our home. We want it to feel luxurious and elegant in a space we really like using. Another thing you can do is you can just do bathrooms that have vibes. Instead of it being themed a specific way, it can just have a vibe. Maybe you say, I want it to be nautical. So then we can go in a different direction. We can go with artwork. I would prefer, instead of doing like a nautical artwork that's a picture of a shell, you do like a oceanic oils painting scene, like, you know, maybe a ship on a wave, or you know, something along those lines. You don't have to go in the obvious direction and say like, this is the theme of this bathroom. You can elevate it, you can make it something really great, and so someone could walk in there and be like, is this giving me a nautical vibe? I kind of feel like that. You want the theme to be understated. You want it to have a vibe. You don't want it to be like, oh wow, they have a nautical themed bathroom. Like, oh cool, there's a fishnet hanging on the wall. Like, that doesn't say nautical to me at all. You know, like, we don't want to be obvious with it. We kind of want to be subdued a little bit with a theme. Okay, we've talked about themes. We've talked about decor. Let's talk about renovations. We're gonna talk about renovation trends. We're gonna talk about renovations. The reason for this is that, like I said, I don't really love to have decor in a bathroom. I like for a bathroom to be very much about the built-in features. I like it to be about usability. I like for it to be about function. So I like built-in features, and I wanna give you some advice on things you can do, some trends to steer clear of, some trends that we can elevate and make more useful, and some trends that just need to go. Okay, the first trend that needs to go. We're gonna start with there. We're just talking about this trend needs to go. And that is the doorless showers, or like the open showers, these showers that are just kind of like open to the room. Like, I get that people really like that kind of like airy feeling, unobstructed vibe, but like, what happens when I am in the shower? Okay, I don't know about you, but I don't shower with clothes on. I shower with water, and that's it. So, you know, like, well, that's not we use soap in this household too, but anyway, so there's no door on the shower. What happens when the air conditioning kicks on? Honey, my world tour just went from Britney Spears to Mariah Carey. I cannot handle it. I don't want to be getting like cold gusts of wind while I'm in the shower. We need to have a shower door, like the door to keep the air from like just blowing into me. Like, I'm trying to keep the warm water here, not all of the cold air here. I don't want to have an open shower. I also don't like them from a practical perspective, because I don't care what you do, what you say, how you feel, water will get out of that open door. It will. Literally, it's going to get out of there. I don't care. Like, if I'm washing my hair, I'm not being like, ooh, let me not splash this stuff. No, I'm washing my hair. Okay, I'm washing my body. I'm getting clean. That's the primary goal of this shower. It's not to keep the water inside. Like, that should just be happening because there should be a door there. So the open shower is just not the vibe. I also am not the biggest fan of this whole trend where like the bathtub is in the shower. Like the bathroom is like maybe like divided in half, and then like that's the shower. The bathtub is in there. Like, I don't really get that, because it seems to me like, well, like, what's the point of this? Why is the tub in the shower? It looks cool, okay, but then why is it there? Like, what purpose does that serve? Because I don't know. I'm not mad at like a tub shower combo. Like, okay, cool, that makes sense. Maybe you have a limited space. I'm in that position myself. So that makes sense and that's cool. But like, why are we doing these like massive bathrooms where the bathtub is in the shower? Like, Are you trying to make the shower feel bigger? Because it doesn't feel like the shower is bigger. It feels like the shower has a bathtub in it. I mean, I guess the shower is bigger, but then you're only showering in that finite amount of space. So how big does the shower need to be? Does it need to take up that whole half of the room? Do you need to have a 6-foot bathtub in the shower also? I don't understand. And then on top of it, if you're showering and then the shower floor is getting wet, now you have to clean around that bathtub because the shower isn't spraying there. It's not cleaning the floor itself. And so you're gonna get that kind of like dust build up, and it's gonna be like, no. I don't like that. No open showers, no bathtubs in showers either. I just don't get that. Something else that I really don't understand as far as bathroom renovations and trends go is the trough sink. Now, I like the concept and the idea of it. I think it looks really beautiful, but to have a trough sink, you have to maximize your storage, your bathroom storage to the extreme. Like, you have to have full cabinetry, you have to have a medicine cabinet because you do not have counter space. And if you do have counter space, you maybe have like 4 inches of it, because you really don't have a lot of space behind it. You don't have countertop space because you have a big trough there. So you don't have space to store really anything. So it does create a very minimal look and feel, which I think is beautiful, but you've got to have good storage in your cabinetry. You've got to have medicine cabinets. You don't really have any space to store things. And I'm also sitting here thinking about it now, and I'm like, where am I going to set the blow dryer? Where am I setting the hair straightener or the curling wand or whatever? Like, what are you doing with that? Because you cannot get ready in that space. Like, are you putting the hair dryer in the sink? I mean, where are you putting the things? Where are you putting the things? I just don't get it. Like, maybe it's just me because I get ready in my bathroom and I actually use it. Like, it's more for than just washing my hands. I don't get it. Where are the things? Where are you putting stuff? I don't get the trough sink. It is the epitome of form over function. The function is limited, the form is gorgeous. Where is the, they have to meet. They have to meet. Okay, all right, no, the trough sink, I cannot. Okay. Now, on top of the trough sink, we have floating vanities. The floating vanities look really cool, okay? Sometimes they look cool. Sometimes they just look like a cabinet screwed on a wall. Sometimes they look really cool. What I don't get about the floating vanity, maybe it's only me, but when I am in a bathroom and I'm getting ready and I'm doing my hair and I'm doing my eyebrows and stuff, I want to get like into the mirror, okay? I want to get close to it, so I'm either going to lean on my cabinet and my countertop, or I'm just going to sit on it and get real close into it. How do you do that on a floating vanity without feeling like the whole thing is going to fall out of the wall? I just don't understand how that works. It's like, I get that the cabinet is like screwed into the studs, but the studs are essentially what the walls are made out of. Those are busy supporting the rest of the house. Do they really need me on top of that, hanging on to something hanging on the wall? I don't think so. I don't like them. I don't think that they really do anything for your space, and I get that some people are like, oh my god, it's so cool. It's not cool. It doesn't look good. It does not look, no. Some people are gonna be like, but it increases the floor space. Were you walking under the vanity to begin with? I mean, I would rather have another drawer there. I'd rather have more storage than just be like seeing the floor underneath it. I don't get it. Now, I think it can be done right. And I think when it is done right, it's really beautiful and really, really looking successful, good, gorgeous, luxurious. But when it's done right, it takes a lot, and it needs to be very built-in feeling. So I like it when it's kind of in between 2 walls and it expands the width of an entire space. I think that looks really good. The supporting structure of that makes a lot more sense to me, and it feels like it's almost like levitating between them, and it feels like it's really good and sturdy and built in. I like that. I think that looks really, really beautiful. I also think it can look really good when it's like pressed one side against a wall and then has like a gorgeous waterfall edge that comes down. I think is really beautiful. If you have a very large space and you want a floating vanity, do 2 waterfall edges. I think that's so just beautiful. If you're gonna do a floating vanity and you want a space that feels very modern, that feels very contemporary, that feels very now, this is how you do it and have it feel luxe. Now, one more thing we need to talk about before we end this tirade, okay? What is with the floating countertops? The floating countertops I don't get it. I do not understand. I just don't, where are your things? Where are you putting things? There's no cabinet here. There's no storage here. It's literally just a countertop with a vessel sink on it. Like, that's it. Where are you putting anything? What is the point of this? How does that work for you? Where are you keeping your stuff? I need to know the answer to these questions. Like, I get that it looks cool, but I just don't get it. Where are you keeping your things? Where is your stuff? Where do you put it? This looks really cool. It looks really, really cool, and it looks like an engineering spectacle. If you wanted an ultra contemporary space, you might do this. This is something for like a powder bathroom, because where are we keeping anything? Like, I just can't get my mind around this. Like, are you that minimal that you don't have anything? Because this is the bathroom for you. You cannot have anything in this bathroom. You can't, I mean, unless you're gonna put everything out on the countertop, where are you keeping your stuff? And I mean, maybe you have a medicine cabinet, okay, but then where's the hair care tools? Where's the toothbrush? Where is your stuff? Where is it? Where are you putting it? Because there's just nothing here. There's nowhere for you to store anything. And I think in a bathroom, storage is important. I think storage is important throughout your entire home. And this is one of the places where I just don't understand it. Maybe you do have a closet for all of your cosmetic products or whatever, but like, you can't even keep a jar of skin cream here. Like, unless you're just leaving it on the countertop, where are you putting it? This is like designed for the sake of design. It's designed to look good. It's not designed to function, to serve a purpose, or to enhance the way you live in a space. This is all about looks, 100%. I don't think design can ever just be about looking good. It has to function and serve a purpose. It has to enhance your life, not just the visual aspect of your lifestyle. You need a place to put your thing. Like, we all have stuff, we all have things. I don't care how minimal you are, unless you're just like splashing a little bit of water on your face and calling it a day. This bathroom is not gonna work. It's not gonna maintain this beautiful minimal design. It's gonna just be cluttered up with stuff, or you're not gonna use it. Like, I just don't understand this. It's just so foreign to me. So basically, if you want to do this floating vanity or this like floating countertop with the vessel sink, I think it's cool. I think it's cool for a powder room. I think it's cool for a secondary bathroom. This is something that like I'm gonna see maybe in a hotel, or I just don't understand it in a house. I don't understand how this works or functions in a home, because there's no storage. Now, I do feel like I started to drag you guys a little bit too hard, and I wanna let you know that if you have any of this in your home, it works. We can make it work. It can look good, but avoid doing this in future renovations, because I just don't know how you live with this stuff. I'm done with the tirade. I'm done with the rant. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any of these things in your house, if you have a floating countertop and it works well for you, let me know in the comments down below. Let me know what your thoughts are on this, because I don't get it. I don't understand it. I think I made that pretty clear. Let me know how you feel about this bathroom decor, about these bathroom renovation trends. Did you do them? Do you regret them? Or do you love them? Let me know in the comment section down below. I'm so interested to hear what you have to say about all of these. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like, and I will see you in the next one.